Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Welcome back for Satisfactory, our mega base to be, and our steel factory that may or may not eventually get to make all the steel we wanted to make. Last time, speaking of that, last time we started expansion of the steel, and actually the time before that, and last time we worked on it, we've got quite a bit more going, but we need to basically triple what we've got outputting right now by bringing in some more, not quite triple, but mostly triple, what we have right now coming out by bringing in some more iron ore, that is. So let's switch into the game and take a look and see what we can try to accomplish here. Just need to arrange all my stuff here. There we go. All right, so we have, I've finished the rail work here at this train station that we set up the last time. This is where we'll bring in the iron ore 1, iron ore 2. I also dismantled the bit that was left down there of the coal power. I'm still not truly happy with this this support structure that we built 2 times ago, I think it was. But I can fiddle with that over time and figure out what exactly I want it to look like eventually. For now it's good enough, and it accomplished what I want, which is not a belt hanging out in the middle of the air. All right, so let's see. Let's go over to the other station and set up the mine. I need to grab, though. I have this box here, which is what's left of those boxes over there. I need to put away maybe this, grab these 2 miners, and we're going to need to make some more. I have a full inventory of stuff, and then that box just kind of overflow bits, depending on what it was that we were trying to, what I wanted to have in my inventory and what I didn't. Eventually that stuff might get shredded, but for now it's fine. Alright, let's go the slow route here. I guess I could have built a train and driven over there. It's fine. Get a look at what the base looks like for now, and see what we might want to do with it later. This definitely needs some finishing work on it. I still haven't decided if I'm going to add more to this or not, but for now I think it's fine. And if we do add more, it'll be adding this way, so it'll just be taking out the wall and putting in some more floors and some more space, and then putting the new wall back up. So it won't be too bad. We need to finish, of course, the decoration, or the whatever you want to call it, on the aluminum as well. Let's see here. Even though, again, these are not permanently the way that I want them. I don't know how I want them, but for now I can at least make them look somewhat decent while we figure it out. So this rail is going to come out this way, coming straight off of this down here some amount, and then it's going to crisscross with this curve into its own little curve here. So we could just do... Actually, we could just do it like this. We know that no matter what, we need the rail to be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so it needs to be still right here. No matter which way we do this, it needs to be this kind of same size. And we're going to need to go out more than 10, maybe about 13 by 15. Because that's how big this has to be no matter what. This can merge in here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 here. And then these stations are going to be turned around as compared to those. So they're going to be facing forward here. And I think that's the appropriate side to do this on. Let's see where those iron mines are. Yeah, actually that's not a bad idea, I don't think. So we'll do it here. Come on, let me have the control back. Autosave, thank you. Close that up. And then we can continue this thing this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because that's the width of a station. And then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 here. And that's where the other station goes. So I probably should add one more foundation on the edge there, just for, I don't know, aesthetic reasons, I guess. Let's go ahead and do that. 15? Go. Oh, and you can go this way. And then we need to have 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is here. Oh, catch. And then this one should come out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 is here, right? Okay. 4. 5. No, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 here. And we'll have to do some tweaking to the signals right here, but that'll be fine. 4, 5, 6, 7, I think, is what we want. Remember if it's 6 and 7 or 6 and 6. 4, 5, 6. 6 and 7. What did I have this one at? Alright, we'll flip those around. Ooh, I screwed up anyway, something. Let's see, you're here? Just to make them at the same spot. Why not? There. Okay, so this one's coming in, so we'll need to have a path signal here. This one will need to become a path signal here. And we'll need to have a... Yep, that'll go there. Is that gonna be too big of a space here? No, actually, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. It'll keep things moving. This is going to be a little bit of a pain, but they're going to be moving so slow coming up to this signal that it'll be fine. And they'll pull through here, and then they'll clear this intersection right here. And then once they do, any trains can pull forward from here just fine, I think. Let's pull this here. Why does that look weird? Oh, just a drawing thing. I should redo this signal, though, just in case. And then we'll put one here. That. Here and here. Here for sure. This one here and that one back there are kind of optional, I think. The only thing that it helps me with is if this train is loading into this station, then, and I have trains staged here, which I don't know that I will, but if I do, then as this train coming in for this station pulls past this signal, then another train can come in to this one. Otherwise, if this one's, if this curve is included in this block, so these are kind of the same block, then that train has to get all the way here before this one, before the train can pull forward, I think. I could be wrong on that, but it's fine. More signals rarely do more damage, so it'll be fine. This is a loading station, so we're going to go with those two inputs. And the math on this, I've already forgotten, of course, but I will look it up in a moment, as far as how fast these belts need to be. These are all 3 normals. They're going to be overclocked to 250%, which means they're going to be producing 300 per minute each. And we're going to do 1.5 per station, because you can't get 900, which is all 3 of them together, out of 1 station. So we're going to do them into 2 stations, which means we need to have 450 per station. Which means that we need to have Mark 4 belts and lifts, because that's 480. So let's do this here, and this here. I'll go into those. One other thing that I went and did is I found a bunch of encased industrial beams, pipes. The storage bin at the heavy modular frames is almost full under the station, so the station should start backing up. Should start backing up into the station pretty soon, and so there's going to be plenty there for me to grab whenever I need them. Okay, so this is going to be RD iron or 1. And I think that's fine. I usually do the 3 segments to the thing, but I think given what this is and what it contains, that having these be 2 separate, or having just have a 2 block instead of a 3 block like this, because this isn't really doing anything here. It's just mining. So kind of like that one, I think is just Caterium. I think it's just Caterium. RD like Caterium or something like that. Not that one. That's the trains. Let's see. Where's it at? Oh, I did CO. Oh, Caterium ore. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine either way. So this is ready up here. We need to drop down and put in a supporting structure here at height of 10 for the station. Let's see. And you can go like that, out some amount. I don't know how much. And we'll go out that way some amount. I don't know how much. And we'll do this. Now with these here and the mines there, I think what I will do is I will connect them up. I think I'll kind of push them all to the middle and then have whichever one splitting to the other 2 and then have 2 elevators coming up. So I think it doesn't really matter which direction that I do this in. I think we'll just do it in this direction. Because we're kind of centered right over top of the thing. Let's get an industrial storage container. This one is going to be pointed this direction. And you are at that point. So I think it's right here. It is indeed. Go ahead and do Mark IV lifts here. Might as well get it all straightened out right away. And that goes in there. That goes in there. And then you can scoot over here. And we can do the same thing. Nope. I hit it right though first. And then those are just going to poke up through... Oh, I'm on a ladder. Those are going to poke up through someplace here in the middle. And I'm not exactly sure how. What we should do first is grab a power pole from this station. Hey, Babs and Baggins. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Let's go to here, I think. We'll open this up. We'll slide down a little. And then we can continue this trip down there. And then that could, in theory, just go straight down. But I don't know that I can reach that far on my own. So we might have to do, with the flight suit here, we might have to do a bit of shenanigans. Oh, you found me on Ocean's Discord. I'm glad that that's being found, or that's being seen. If you're familiar with games like Factorio or Dyson Sphere Program, it's a lot like those. Yeah, we're not going to be able to make this drop. It's basically it's a logistics factory builder. So there's a lot of planning and design involved, but there's also a lot of kind of just like working through a puzzle, really. In the end, it's just a big puzzle of a game on how you might want your factory to work. That'll be good there. Yeah, so it's let me try to think of maybe another type of game. The unique thing about this one compared to those other 2 examples are this one has a first-person kind of point of view here. So everything is done as if you are you're actually the person doing it. The other games have kind of like a third-person, like, focus view where, like, the center of the screen is always on your character, but you're looking at it from top down kind of thing, or from a third-person point of view. So they each have a different sort of aspect to the way that they implement their games. But oh boy, there's bad guys down here. But in the end, it's, you know, it's about logistics and building a factory. Hey, Addicted, welcome. So I have a fairly large... I went a little far on that throw. Oh, well. I have a fairly large factory. This is one factory area of the entire thing that I've built so far. A little bit, yeah. It's more about... I mean, the base building part probably is, yes. But the... it's more about the logistics and the actual, like, manufacturing part of the factory than it is about base building. Damn. Okay, you're just gonna scamper off now? Sure. I've never played Ark, so I'm going off of kind of nothing with that reply, but I'm gonna lay out some power poles here so I can move around in this area. I need to clear these little nodes that are on top of these iron mines. We will rock you. You back yet? No. I'm just going to stay up here in the air. We're going to build a foundation down here on top of these mines and set up the miners to basically drill through the foundation. Like, this is kind of how I do it on all the mines. I build a little bit of foundation over them and then put the miners on top of the foundation. Because the foundations, these tiles here, give you the ability to snap to them. And you don't have that otherwise, and I like snapping. And let's see, one more I think will do it. Let's grab one of those, and I'm just using this wall as kind of like a vehicle for my alignment. So that I stick to my same world grid. Let's see. Ooh, oopsie. Hold, please. Otherwise, it's should they be higher? No, I think that's fine. Yeah, I've heard people with their ridiculous Ark mods in the past. It sounds like a nightmare to manage, to be honest. I'm gonna go out 4 there, and then we'll come out this way, like that, I think. Yeah, and I think that's a traditional base building game, whereas this is a factory game. And to be fair, games like this are inspired by those types of games, but they focus more on the logistics and transportation of items. Because we have belts, we have trains, which is the stations that I built up above, and we have drones that I recently unlocked. I haven't started building with yet. Thanks for claiming first, also Addicted. And a hydrate. I just did a hydrate. Yeah, I mean, factory games have become their own genre, spun off from those, I would say, base building games. Spun off from that base building game genre. And a posture check. But yeah, they've kind of become their own genre. We need 4 more of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and then I can build the miners. But they are they're kind of really focused around building rather than building factories rather than just building a base. Like, the base building part of it really is more about the end game of the factory rather than any sort of just having a base to build a base. I don't know if that's going to be right or not, but we'll see. And then this one I want to do like that. And I want to try to get these all into a center area, like right in here someplace. Which should work out fine. Yeah. Yeah, Industries of Titan is kind of a base building strategy, real-time strategy. So you kind of have a lot of genres aren't true. A lot of games aren't true to a single genre anymore. They're kind of hybridized, I think, a lot, and I think that's just because of evolution. You know, back in the old days, we had a handful of games, and we all played those handful of games, and that was it. Let's see. Let's take this belt out from here. Yeah, that's not going to be right. Okay. Let's redo that one. Like that. Bring this belt out into... I have not played Valheim yet. So I cannot comment one way or the other on it. Oh, you're back. Hey, look, my friend's back. And he's dead. Those are explosive snowballs, if you're wondering. Babs. They are a reward from the holiday event that I did a little... right around Christmas. Well, so, yeah, holiday event. Yep. That's how I play. It's been gone ever since we came down here, so... Let's see. Yes, this is what I want, I think. That corpse will disappear in a moment. So this is the place where I want all these to kind of convene. And I think what I'm going to do... one of these two. I think I could be fine right here, too. Yeah, it could be fine with either one. Or maybe I could do one each. Let's do a splitter right here. Let's do a merger right... here. I'm going to do a merger right here, I think. And can I get lifts in here properly? Not exactly. Can I make this work differently? Possibly. What if I do this? No. Actually, yes. Maybe I can. Maybe I can. Can I? I want it to look like this, although maybe that's not the greatest idea, because then they'll be like this and like this right next to each other. Maybe I can. Maybe I can. Let's try it. Calendar told me a trick that you can use, but I don't know if it works in reverse. Let's see if it does. If I put these floor holes here, like that, can I, like eyes on a Muppet or something, can I take a Mark IV lift from here all the way down to the bottom of the floor? I cannot. Oh, and we're not even in the right... I'm off by 2 whole foundations, too. Okay. So that won't work. How can I get these to be tighter than that? Well, I could do this instead. Let's move this over a bit more. Say to here. And then do this one the same. This is where I get kind of weird about this. And then instead, this one could be needs to be moved a little. Maybe to there. Could change the orientation of this miner then a little. So I haven't hooked them up to power yet. If I do that instead, I can bring this in like this. Yeah, I think I like this idea better. That's a little squiggly still. Can I get that one better or nah? No, that'd be even worse, I think. So we'll leave it with that. And I'll go there, and then I can just do the elevators going up from here. Yeah, Factorio has... Satisfactory, rather, even, has really kind of done a good job of that. Although, you do have to sit with it a lot at the beginning also. Because, like... You can't really... You don't have enough power to really do a whole lot automated at first. So I don't know... And these all should be Mark something or others. 300, so that's a Mark 4. There. And there. This will be a Mark 4 here. And these will be Mark 3s. Because they're going to be 150 each. And then we'll have 2 Mark IV lifts going up from here all the way up to... let's see, where are we at? One off from center. And I'm in the right spot this time. Like that. Or one off from the edge, I mean. I think that's correct. That's one thing that I think Factorio has gotten a bit better than these games have. Both this and Dyson Sphere has. In that it's much more... The early game is much shorter than either Satisfactory or Dyson. Okay, I think I like that. I do need to figure out how to get power down here better than this idea, though. I'm not sure how I want to do that exactly. The thing that I don't like about Dyson Sphere is how limited each planet is in terms of raw resources. I mean, I know you can use the multiplier to get there, but I don't... I don't like that you have to do so much exploration. But then on the other hand, who cares? Because it's... Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things, I guess. How do I want to run power down here permanently? Or do I want to just do it like this? Just take this straight down and just put it down there. And that's kind of more of an angle than I would want. On the other hand, who cares? Yeah, who cares? So I'll just take out this power that I have in here temporarily. Yeah, it does, you're right. But with Factorio, it's more... I don't know what the word is. It's more geared toward... the resources are more readily accessible, I think. Let's put this power pole here. I mean, depending on how you do your settings, of course, but because it's procedurally generated, at least partially of reason, and it's infinite, it's virtually infinite, then it kind of doesn't matter. Because eventually you'll find everything you need anyway. But on the other hand, Dyson Sphere is also procedurally generated. So it doesn't exactly hold true always either. I don't know. It's a mixed bag. You know, all three of them have their benefits and drawbacks. And that's why if you like this type of game, it's just play them all. All right, so that should do it. They're already backing up. Oh, you know what I didn't do, though? Dang it. I didn't put in the shards. Shart. That doesn't sound right. Let's do another wall. And another power line. Yep, exactly. They all have their own kind of charm. So I can get myself back down here, so I can put the shards in. Oops. 3 for you. Max it out. 300. Otherwise, we'd have been wondering why we weren't getting enough iron in here. 3 for you. And I forgot to... I was going to load this 78 ore into the thing, but I'm just going to throw it away instead. Those are full now. Alright, so we have 900 ore ready to come. Those are here. And then I'll just take these up. Please clip in. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. To there. And to there. And those will go right into these. Let's see. You're going to go... I think it's this position, but I could be wrong. I'm going to test it, though. Totally wrong. Off by 1 error. Happens a lot. Hey, Marshall. Welcome. How are you today? Yep, that's what I want. This, and we have the iron. I think I'll add, just for decorative reasons, 1 more row of this out here. I think I did something. I think I'll put another row out here. Too much. I think that's a good amount there, and I think over here we'll go... Take this out. Oop, not this. Take this out. Oof, 6 a.m. shift. Well, the good news is... You're in Central Time, so that comes an hour later than it does for me. How do you like that? Alright, so I guess I could have thrown that iron ore into one of these stations too. So, these are now loading up with iron ore. Let's just build a train to go over to where we're going to drop this off at. Pick the right menu. And edit timetable. Go to RD Steel Iron Ore, and I forgot to name it with a different name. Save changes, turn it on. Let's go. So it could pick either one of those, I guess. Or no, actually it won't, because each state, it's not picking the station by the name, it's picking the station by the ID behind the name. So it will go to the first one, even though I didn't rename the second one properly. And then once we have these ready to receive the iron ore, we will send the trains over to pick it up. And then I'll have to do some serious testing to make sure that we can actually maintain the 450 iron ore each that these will need. I left this bit open. I don't know if I want to leave it that way or not, but I left it open for now. Just for reasons. Turn off, hop out. Braking. If you're still here, Babs, this is what the trains look like. They're kind of a huge electric engine. Switch that. Down we go to here. In you go. This here. Autosave. And this needs to be renamed. Iron ore 2. And so the trains will go from iron ore 1 over there to iron ore 1 over here, iron ore 2 over there to iron ore 2 over here, and just go back and forth. And if we need 2 trains for each loop, we'll do 2 trains. Just whatever we need to do to maintain that 450 for each one. So we need to drop down here now onto the support layer. We'll be unloading these at Mark 4. Oh, there we go. Here and here. Because again, these are 450. And then those will go and merge in with the 600 we're going to have coming from over here. Right there. And I think what I want to do with that is it's going to come up here and join into this platform here. From that, we're going to split off. Oh, those shouldn't have been 250. Those should have been 240. Crap. It's fine. It's fine. Because, yeah, it's fine. I don't know if I clocked this one at 250 or 240, though. Can I get down there reasonably to check? I did 240 here. So this one's at 576. We need to have those over there. Let's see, now I gotta go this way to get back through and up and in and out, around. Here. Those over there should have been 120 times 2.4. Those should have been 288, not 300 each. So really, we should only be getting 432 out of each of these, not 450. So that's fine. But overclocking, I think those, because they're being carried by train, is not a bad deal. So we'll leave them alone. Overclocking, that is. But this one's at 576. And from that, we need to take a belt that is just 480 off of it. And then the rest, 576, right? I think that's right. 240 times 2.4. Yeah, 576 minus 480 will leave us with 96. We'll divide that by 2, which will give us 48. We'll add that to the 432 that we're going to have coming out of each of these belts to get another 480. So that will take care of everything we need here. So I think this one will come up. We'll put it into a merger. No, put it into a smart splitter. Yeah, put it into a smart splitter. It'll come in right in here someplace. Actually, this might be a really good spot. Wait, where does it go into the factory at? Over here. Over here. You're there. One of them needs to go way over there. This one is here. I believe it's here. Let's see. It is indeed there. Or even better, it's like this. Which is just off from that, but not by much. This one over here is... Add a couple more here. It's going to be right here. Because those are in the same alignment. And then the final one is right here. Okay, so we're going to do something slightly different. I'm going to bring this belt up to here. It's going to go through a smart splitter, as I've previously mentioned. Just want to make sure I do this smartly. Merge. Yeah, let's do this up here, though. Alright, so this is a smart splitter. We're going to do center as any. Left is going to be overflow, and right is going to be none. That belt will come in here, and then it'll come out, and it'll go through this loop right here. Like that. The rest of it, the other 120, well, 96, will come this way, and it'll go into another splitter. And also we need to have a merger. Okay, this is going to go in line here. Merger. You will come out of there. And that's not going to work, of course. That's fine. Here. That works. And then I want to have a splitter. I think maybe just right here. And this is just a regular splitter. So we're just going to do an even split here. This will be a Mark II belt coming out of here. Into here. Mark I will take 48 into this line. And then this will be Mark IV lift, taking 480 down into the next line. And then we finally will have a... I think I'm just going to do it like this. Just have a little bypass going on here. Like that. And that'll come up to a merger that is right here. That'll take you. Can't afford, I need more reinforced iron plates. No, I need more encased industrial beams. And that means that I may have to go over... Yeah, 22 is not going to do it. We're going to need to go over there and pick some up. Train's still taking every one I get for a little while yet. That's the train. Okay, that should do. That goes there. This goes here. This is going to go here. So come out to there. Into there. And then this little bypass one is going to go into here. And it's going to need, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. No, I think it's one more. Maybe even 2 more. But I could be wrong on that. Let's try it. Here. Yep, 2 more. Yep, less curve there. And that'll go into there. And that'll give me that 60 as a bypass to go into this belt here. Or this splitter merger here. And I could have put this, I suppose, here. This merger, and not had that S-curve. But I wanted them to all be in a line because reasons. So that's what we're going to do. The alternative would have been, if I would have had more room above here, would be to take this out. To have taken this out underneath the same line. I could do that. I still could do that. Yep, let's do that instead. I like that idea. Let's do this instead. Take this out, please. Take this out, please. Do this here. This one needs to go all the way over here, though. There. And to there. You'll go back and into here. That makes that a straight line. This comes out. You don't need all of this then. And this goes straight into there. That'll be better. Looks better, I think. Okay. So we could summon those 2 trains, or start those 2 trains up now, but I think what I'd like to do before that is... probably get these other belts run. Not specifically... this, though. Well, hold on a second. Where are we at? We need to set this up. That's what I haven't done yet. Okay, so we have 3 of these. We need 9 more. I don't have the frames for it. Don't have the frames for it. Do I have any in here? Nope. Okay, we'll just have to go right over there to get them, though. Not far at all. And I have room for a few stacks. We can get a few stacks of these. Let's see. Is one down here in the end? Yep. Of course, this is the furthest one. Let's get like 4 stacks. I'll put that partial back, though. I think that'll do. The other alternative would have been to go back over where we got the encased industrial beams from, because there's a train station full of those over there, too. If I cut across this like this in a diagonal, I'll stay near enough to the rail to use the electricity from it. Okay. So we have, I don't know how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nine, 10, 11, 12. It should line up exactly with that previous row, and it does. I'll have to do power, of course, which we should probably do now. I'm still gaining off of the, earning off of that power over there, but 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's see here. Lay this power out. Right? Yeah, that's right. One that I done, the one before that one. Looked a little close, but it's not. Just a perspective thing, I assume. Sometimes perspective in games can get a little weird. There's the autosave again. There. And this will be right here. And this is the next one, so we'll go ahead and just connect that up to the line. All the powers. One of these days, I'll return to Dyson Sphere, and I will give it the same kind of treatment of making just massive amounts of things. At least I'd like to. Let's get our recipe copier. I did go pick it up. I'm going to copy that recipe, and we'll just paste it down on all these. They should all turn yellow because they have a recipe now they didn't have before. Let's see. Alright, so this is 4. 5 would be the spacer. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 for spacer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's a space. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a space. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I need another set. Ha! 5 more. Okay, that's a space. And then 4 more. Good. Okay. And now these also need power. And they also could use a recipe set. So let's go ahead and set the recipe while I have the recipe copier in hand. Control click there. Click, 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 click. Also, the little light there turns green when you can paste the recipe, when the recipe doesn't match. Which kind of seems counterintuitive if you think about it too much. That's okay. Let's see. Power poles. Let's see. You're going to go 2, 3, 4. I just try not to think about it too much. Not talking because I gotta focus on this, otherwise I will miss things. Sure as the day. Misclick, I mean. Sure as the day. And then you come out right here. And that, and they should all light up yellow. All of you should be yellow. I can see all the way down to the end. Yes, I can. Okay, good. So that's good. Now we need to do all the lifts. All the lifts. I think I'm doing those in the space. No, I'm not. I'm doing outside. Okay. Let's go here. And these, though, I think I have them tucked into that space. Yes, I do. There's a reason why I didn't. I think it was a clipping reason on the front sides. It's somewhat arbitrary. As long as the lifts connect to the inputs and the outputs, it doesn't really matter. And you have a couple of meters of give with the flex duct on the lifts, but it's more about the way they connect and the way they look. that triggers, or that I'm trying to follow. Okay, and these ones are a little bit more straightforward. They go here. Yeah, having this this hover pack really makes doing this kind of stuff, this repetitive stuff, a little bit easier. Being able to look at it from top down. As we were talking about earlier with games like this, the top-down view is sometimes nicer, which is in some ways that makes this a flaw of this game. That it's all, you know, the true first-person perspective, but you know, each game has trade-offs. And the point of it is to play them all. And enjoy the things you like about it. And don't worry about the rest. Alright, so we now have to do a crap ton of lifts now. All are Mark 1s, so that's easy. All of the inputs and outputs on all of these machines are all Mark 1 lifts. So the ore is what, 30? Bringing in 480 times 1, 2, 3, yeah. 30 in, 30 out on the iron. And then I think it's 40 in on both the iron ingots and the coal. And I think it's 60 out on the steel. I don't remember. Yep, 60 out. Okay. Just about done. This is one line on top of the one we did the one we filled out the last time. And we have one more to do. Oops, what did I do there? I didn't click the second time. So we'll now be 2/3 of the way done, although this one is where we're going to bring in that other belt, so we'll have to not quite get there. I believe that's the coal line coming in. There? Yes. That'll be the coal line coming in there from that merger right there. Straight into here. And then we'll need to have this iron line rather over here. And I need to figure out where that's supposed to go. Yep, right there. Okay, so you will go there, and then you will go 16 plus 3 is 19, I think is right. Yeah, 4 times 4 plus 3 extra spaces is 19. And that's a spacing of 4? Or 2? 2, I think. Hold. Yep. And I didn't even look at the belt speed that was going to be built with. And it's Mark 3. Dang it. Should have been Mark 4. Let's do this part first, I think. These ones actually come out. Then the Mark IV belt goes in, skipping that one, because that one's not connected to a lift there. These again come out. But it was easier to build them all on one fell swoop and then delete and correct, rather than trying to build each of the 4 segments on their own. I think, anyway. Are you supposed to be yellow still? Yeah, okay. You are clipping something. Looks like it's the factory above. Which is kind of weird, because the factory's above. But probably the 1 meter flooring. If I did a 2 meter floor, maybe it wouldn't do that. The other option would be to put the lifts 1 meter further out from the machine. But I like them in there kind of tight. If I can accomplish it. Wrong buttons, Wally. You'd think you would know how to move around in a game by now with WASD, given the fact that we've been doing it for decades. Of such luck. Okay, and then we need mergers here. We're gonna go, I think, here. Yep. And these come out on the second height, so we'll do that. We need 19 of these as well. Spacing of 2. Build. Did I switch that? Oh, I did. Okay, good. Smart. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take out the 3 pieces here. And build a connector belt. And I really could just leave these here, too. Nope, not that. This one. It's not necessarily going to hurt anything. It's just going to pass it through a merger and a splitter that it wouldn't need. And so, as to not confuse myself later, I'm taking them out. Actually, these are individual loops anyway. Each one of these is its own loop with the iron. And these are actually Mark II belts, not Mark, because they're all individualized. So, I screwed up again. Alright. Here. Because we only have 4 times 30 coming out, we only need a Mark II. Okay, and then we have... that goes into splitters at height 2 in the first slot, which are these ones here, and then these are the splitters for the coal, and they're here in the 3rd slot, so the 2nd slot for 3rd height. There are 12 of these, and they are spaced at 6. Should be spaced at 6. Hold to verify. Yep. And these are Mark IV belts, which is why I'm doing these. Part of the reason why I'm doing these first. And it is deleted the floor tile. Take that out. Floor tile back in. And that can stay Mark IV the whole way down. And then we can take this one and do the 12 at a spacing of 6. And those should be marked 2, so let's do that this way. 12. 6. Autosave. That and this. This goes here. These come just swinged around like that. And that's each one of these sets. So this one comes out. And we swing this around like that. This one comes out. But again, here, this is easier just to do together. Like that, and then split it and correct it. Alright, you're good. I didn't do the outputs. Oh, okay. Nope, that's not what I want, Wally. Let's do these. Got distracted and moved on before I should have. Okay, and then the inputs. And again, these are all marked ones. Okay, that should do it. And then we need the outputs, which are here on the merger, or for a merger. I think it's here. I always like to test. Trust but verify. And then that goes into, right, level 3, or height 3 rather. What speed belt are those? Mark 5. Because this is 60 times 12. Wait a minute. Yeah, 60 times 12, which is 720. So let's switch that to Mark 5. And we need 12 of those. And spacing of 6. Build it, they will come. I think it's raft. I haven't heard from IT yet, but I think everyone else is in, so I think it's going to be raft. Which means we should be able to make it to... we should be able to polish off this island we're on, Balboa Island, and make it to the next story island. Maybe or maybe not get started on it. Okay, so that's the pass-through for the steel to go up to the next level. And we don't have that routed anywhere just yet. But that's going to route into this one and this one. Okay. I don't know why I turned it, though. It's also not in a good spot laterally. Although that belt of pipes that's going there should be replaced anyway, with the pipes coming out of this line. Some of the pipes coming out of this line. Not that that helps any. So I think what I should do is move this bit over here further. Like that, perhaps. And poke it all the way up straight through to here, perhaps. No, I didn't even know that they had, like, testers looking at it or anything. So that's horrible. I'm going to ignore that as best I can then. Because I hate spoilers anyway. And when someone does something like that, I totally try to ignore it. If I put a splitter, I'm trying to make sure I get this thing planned out right. If I put this splitter here, that'll take care of that. Then the other one's going to go over here. Like this. And that's a problem. Well, if it only goes up to the second height, I could put the splitter here instead. I could rotate these in. Yeah, that'll work. We'll do it. Figure it out. Well, then I guess I can afford somewhat of the spoiler, but depending on what the spoiler is, I'd rather not know anyway. Because that's kind of just how I roll. I don't like to be spoiled with games. I'd like to, if I can, with games like that have a story. That's why I'm being really protective of my my playthrough or my exposure to other people playing that Planet Crafter. I want to try and avoid as much as I can spoilers for the game. So this will go up here so that I can have as pure of an experience as I can on YouTube. To potentially my own detriment, and for everybody else's, amusement. Let's do this like this, and then this one's gonna go here, and this one's gonna go here, and then we'll put the other ones in off of that. To my own detriment, which I think is entertaining for viewers, kind of like how Breath Edge worked when we did that on stream last year. Is this how I think it worked? So we have 720. That means we need 360 going to each of these two lines here. So that's a Mark 4 belt. And then we'll come down to height 5 with the pipes there. Okay. Oof. So we need to bring in this this coal. Goes into there. And then we need to bring in this iron, which goes into here. I've just forgotten the name. It's a fun name, for lack of a better word. Red Beat Interactive. Yeah, and Axolot Games. Or Axolot. Yep. And I can't blame them for being upset. I would be too. I would be very upset if I was a game developer and somebody who I gave the opportunity to have access to my game, you know, some amount of time early, and they just went and did that. Yeah, I'd be pissed too. For sure. This is the coal belt. I need a hanger. Snag that hanger. Which is why I, you know, as a content creator, whatever you want to consider me as, when I do get access to a game early, I'm very, very, alright, you come from here to there. I'm very, very mindful of the trust they're putting in me. And I try to repay their kindness of considering me to be, you know, worth having access to their game early, by honoring their requests to, you know, obey the embargo and not talk about. I mean, sometimes I'll even turn off in Discord where the game, you know, shows or doesn't show the where Discord shows or doesn't show the game. I'll sometimes even turn that off so that you guys can't even see what I'm playing. Is that it? Let's see. That's the first order of 26. So we'll see if it's right or not. Nope. No, not even close, Wally. Jeez, oh, Pete's. Yeah, you're right. That's why they have NDAs. And if you're gonna... I mean, I hope I don't know what they can do to the guy, but I hope they are able to do something other than just, like, not let them test anywhere. I mean, I said guy. I don't mean that the person had to be male, but sounds like something a jerk guy would do. Yeah. I mean, I've talked to Glass Deviant a lot. Hey, Caladorn, welcome. I didn't even notice you were there. Yes, I have lost my final marbles. How did you know? How are you doing this evening? O Lord of Tentacles. But yeah, how did you know I've lost my final marbles? That's impressive for you to know that. I don't want to necessarily break that just yet, except that I'm going to fall. It's alright, there's power over here. I just had to drift. I think I should fire up the trains. Yep, time to fire up the trains. Let's see. Okay, so this one's going to come to this station. Oh, yeah, sorry. Distracted. Shiny object. I was talking to Glass. He does a lot of game testing. And, he was, you know, he's just talking about some of the games that I'm playing or have played recently or whatever that he's done some game testing on. And, but he's only talked about them once once the information that he knows is public. Like, he doesn't just let the information out. And I think that's, you know, think that's important. Like, you can't be one of those types of people. No, or wait for 300 seconds. Who just, you know, willy-nilly does things. Turn on self-driving. Go. And you. And just lets information out there. That's total jerk move. Autosave. Come on. Well, if you don't like my insanity, Caledorn, I don't know what to do about it. I really don't. I like insanity. Delightful insanity. We've had that conversation before. I've heard mixed answers on that. Whether you can get sued. You definitely can be excluded from the program forever. If you violate an NDA. But I don't know that that would hold up truly in court. I've heard mixed results on that question. Mixed answers. Alright, so we're going to take from here. This is going to come out this way. Where are you at? Here. Here. This was 576. This is Mark 5. Here, and then into there. Nope, I screwed that up. Oh, you're back. Okay. I'm trying to find them, and there's one's already back. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna break this now. I'm gonna cut off my steel production, but that's fine. Because the train's gonna be here in a moment. And it'll be fine from there. Yeah, that's my thing, is I want my enjoyment of the game to be separate. Oh crap. From any spoilers anybody decides to release. Nope, I had it right to begin with. So I try to avoid them. Wait, I did this Mark 4? That can't be right. Because it isn't. It should be Mark 5. There we go. This comes out now. This comes out now. This comes out. And this needs to get adjusted. Especially games with like an overarching story like that, where it's kind of like a mystery. I want it to be a mystery. And I'm hoping they didn't really reveal the story to their Discord. I'm hoping they just said, hey, this happened. You know, here's then the general concept of the story. Since you already have heard it elsewhere, it is true, blah, blah, blah. Hopefully you are going to, you know, continue to enjoy our game and not spoil it for yourself, blah, 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 but who knows, really. Alright, that's line 2. I do have a short or crappy belt in here somewhere. I don't... Oh, the second train hasn't come in yet. Wait, the second train hasn't come in yet? Why not? Yes, it is. I agree. Totally. Did I screw up where its destination was? RD Iron Ore 2 to RD Steel Iron Ore 2. RD Iron Ore 1 to RD Steel Iron Ore 1. Did I screw up? No, unloading iron ore. Hasn't received anything yet. What took that train so much longer than the first one? We sent them one after the other, basically. That's why we can't have nice things. Exactly. Alright, so that's pumping out. This is pumping out. Should have a whole line of steel here. Now that we don't have set up yet to consume into pipes. So that's the next task, I guess. Which means we need to get up there and lay that line out. Can't do that part yet. Let's see. Line up, please. Line up properly, please. There we are. What am I out of? Cable. You're right, it didn't. Oh! I know what the problem is. I'm an idiot. These should be unload stations. Ugh. I don't have any more cable here. Where did I park my train? Like my PAX train, or my building train. It's over here. Good catch there, Addicted, on the train. I would have taken me a while to notice. Here we are. I have lots of cable on the train. Yes. I just don't know if they always truly hold up in court. I've heard mixed assessments of that. Yep, now they're unloading. Look at that. Good job, Wally. And that's from legal experts, of which I'm not one. So don't go breaking NDAs just because you heard me say you may not get sued. Doesn't seem like a wise thing to do in any event. Let's do the power first. Yeah, well, the time that's set is an ore, so if it unloads the whole thing, it won't wait. And if it can't unload the whole thing, it'll try to unload the whole thing for up to 5 minutes before it leaves. Oh, I don't either, Calderon, at all. That's what I was talking about before you came. Is, you know, I respect their wish to have control over their intellectual property. And I'll ask questions if I'm uncertain about something. And you and I have had that conversation before, too. And yes, exactly. It ruins your reputation as a creator. I mean, you know, as much as I don't like the term influencer, I do have that attribute. Obviously, because I have been given access to games before they've been released. But it's, doesn't mean I like it. Doesn't mean I like that it applies to me, but if I can influence in that direction, then I'm happy to. Because, it's a real jerk thing, in my opinion, to do, to just hand wave away somebody's intellectual property rights. And to do it so publicly and flagrantly. I mean, it's... yeah. And yeah, it'll be the last time you ever get to have early access to at least a game from that publisher, developer, and perhaps any. Even if you don't get sued. So if you value that accessibility and whatnot, there's that's another aspect to always consider. So how are you doing tonight, Caledorn? Saw you said you were having ocular issues again yesterday. That's not entirely true. Because there's plenty of people who... I'm out of freaking concrete. Well, we have concrete easily accessible here, so I can go get some of that. I should just grab some out of here. Because we do influence people to play the games. Because they come and watch... they come and watch my series, or Caledorn series, or whoever's series on a game, or they come watch a stream, or whatever. And they see something they like. And they may not have bought that game otherwise. And that, by definition, makes you an influencer. Or they may not have at least played that game otherwise. Whether it's a game you purchase straight up or not. Pipe. Lots of pipe. Pipe, pipe, pipe. Pipe, pipe, pipe. All the pipe. All yellow? Good. If it wasn't for, not to, definitely not tooting my own horn, but if it wasn't for my gameplay for a certain game, some, random viewer may not have picked the game up and played it. Dang it, now I'm out of rods. Alright, I need to learn how to shop. Don't tell my wife. I said that. Oh, I went down too far. And you can even make someone walk across the street. You could be the stereotypical Boy Scout who encounters an old lady waiting to cross the street. And maybe she's too scared to cross it herself, but you being there influenced her to do it. It's a bit more of a stretch, but still. Analogy is vaguely true. I might have had rods in that box. I forgot to check. I know there's plates in there, but I can't remember if there's rods in there or not. Oh! Yeah, there were 6 in there. Oh, no, that's the box itself. Never mind. Crater is more... is more specific because, like, influencer... Wait, we're right here. Influencers are more than just... I mean, they're still creating a video or creating a whatever, but, like, there's the influencers, like... I've seen ads for, like, the... You know, the YouTube channels where the women, like, try out makeup or whatever the heck. Actually, I think there's a Twitch ad for their own, you know, for themselves, that's about this streamer who, I guess even then she's still a creator though, because she's creating that stream. But she's also influencing people to buy that crap. So it's kind of a both thing. I don't know. I try not to think about it too much, because it weirds me out. The influencer part does. But it's not just creating either. Because if I was just creating without influencing anything, then there wouldn't be people who came and said, hey, I'm going to buy this game now. And actually, I think it was Ghostified Gamer in Discord just the other day said that they were going to buy the Planet Crafter. Or maybe it's in the comments. Either way, based on my playthrough. So whether another, you know, creator influenced them or not, they were influenced by my playthrough. Do the inputs first, and I'll switch the direction. Yeah, see? He influenced you to buy it. It's not anything any more than just, you know, experiential. It's not like there's anything, you know, mystical or coercive or anything like that. You're saying, hey, I'm watching you play this game. I see how much you're enjoying it, and the concept of the game, or the concept of the thing, whether it's a game or not, looks like something I would like as well. Focus. Focus. By the way, I like how Calidorn comes in and gives me a hard time for all my spaghetti belts, as if anything else would ever be true. As if he expected anything other than. Okay, so now we need to do this part. Hey, Fatty Wonder. Update 5 came out November? Yeah, November-ish. I don't remember the exact date. I'm horrible at those types of things. Let's see, we need 11 of these. But it was November-ish. Spacing of 4, I think? Yeah. And I don't even know what kind of belt speed I need to have on this. What was it again? 4. And I just put down 5s. Alright. Somebody asked me... Oh, it was Aussie asked me the other day. I think it was Aussie. When I thought... I'm gonna wait on that one, I think. When I thought we'd see update... Or maybe it was Bold. No, it was Bold. When I thought we'd see update 6. And I'm not betting until around that time this year. Yeah, weekend's pretty good so far. How are you doing? It's Better to be the weekend than the week, I think. I'm glad to be able to play a full 2 hours of Satisfactory tonight. I am enjoying having those longer streams on Saturday afternoons when I can. I don't know how long they'll last before I have to give them up because of real life, but for now, I'm glad they're there. Off by 1 errors once again. I think that was just a wiggle jiggle from the flight suit here. Oops. I think the opposite, actually. I think it'll be smaller updates because it'll be, in terms of content, because they'll be more about... oh, I should have done this first. I did do that first. It'll be more about, you know, the tweaking and the refining and the getting everything ready for the story and whatnot. But I think the updates will actually come slightly more frequently because of it. All right, that'll be good. And then and then obviously then the release version will actually drop. Because I mean, I know there's at least one more major content update coming, possibly 2 or 3. I don't know, calendar, I don't remember. There's definitely one more major one coming because they've said that there's another tier. So unless you mean that, you know, the content is... Doggone it, you're gonna do the thing again? Oh. Jerk. Yep. Doing the stupid belt thing again. I think I tricked it with that by putting this down backwards the last time. So the next one I'm going to do backwards and see if that helps. Backwards meaning start at the output end and build it the other way. This is half, I think. The pipes are half the output of the input. It's 2 to 1 kind of thing. I had a memory. No, it's 3 to 2. Okay. So we have 360 coming in, so that's 240 coming out, so that's a Mark III belt. Nope. There. Wait, no. That's the input side of this one. Try that again, Molly. And I'm interested to see what the story of this game ends up being like. Because I like story in games. I mean, those of you who have watched me play Age of Empires knows that I like the story in game. I like the campaign in a game. So I'll be interested in how the story of this game plays out. What's that supposed to be? Oops. Oh, that's the... Wait a minute. Oh, crap. That's the first machine. Crap, crap, crap. Crap, crap, crap. Well, in the meantime, I can hook this one up. I'm gonna have to do a spaghetti belt, Caladorn. Lucky you. Because this is supposed to be here. Okay, let's do... something like this. That's correct. And I think that's correct. So that should be Mark IV. Going there. And going there. Okay. Let's try the output again. The Mark III. Over these. Facing a fort. Yeah, they... Dang it. They're going down there too. Oh well. Silly mods. It's because they're at two different heights next to each other like this. They're, for some reason, they're like clipping together. I don't understand it, but that's what's happening. I assume that... Did I hook that up? Yes, I did hook that up. Tell a dad joke. Alright, let me do this row of lifts here and then I will do such a thing. Okay, let's see. Dad jokes, dad jokes, dad jokes, dad jokes. What do you call two monkeys that share an Amazon account? Prime mates. Ha! I mean, if you want to, you know, be offensive to me like that, Caladorn, that's fine. But Come on. Okay, so we need to have a Mark III belt of pipes going up this way. We currently have Mark II. We're making Mark III. We're making 1/6 of autosave. Oh, you're right. You're imaginary, so who cares? You're totally correct. We're making 20 times 20. No, 12 times 20. 240 each of these lines. So if I wanted to make that into 240, it's basically one whole line. It's 224 to make 8 of them. Yeah, so we're basically just going to take this entire line coming out of here and attach it to this instead of that one. Now, in that case, should probably do this. Except I also need to do that now. Let's do this here. For those of you who don't know, Calidorn has been deemed my imaginary friend by my wife. So that's the imaginary part there. Mark 3. Mark 3. 3. And I already did those as Mark 3 because I knew we were going to go to Mark 3. I just also knew that we didn't have it yet. So there we go. That line will completely fill that up. And then this other line will be completely used up by that. And then this one here, I don't know why I left those. Shouldn't have. This one here needs to be changed. This should be a splitter or merger now, rather. This out. Take that maybe out. Need to try and line this up right. It's not quite squared up with everything else, but... Oh, merger, not splitter. Merger. There. And this should just be Mark 5, I think. Kind of a why not situation. Your Mark 3 line coming in, your Mark 3 line going in. This should be Mark 5 going out, etc. 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 So we're going to end up with 240 times 3, effectively. Should be, yeah, 720. Right, that's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm just going to do this, though, I think. Okay, so yeah, so that'll be 240 times 3 on the pipes. And we are down the end's not quite filled up yet, but it'll get there, I think. Yeah, just blinking on and off. It'll be fine. 720 pipes coming out. We have just short. I mean, I could take. So if I really wanted to be a bit anal retentive on this, I could take that tiny bit of these that aren't getting used for reinforced. No, for encased industrial pipe, and ship them that way too. But we're talking 16 a minute. So in reality, I could just set up a 9th machine making the encased industrial pipes. If I wanted to, I could clock it down to 60% or whatever it is. Whatever 16 divided by 28 is. 57%. But I'm just not going to worry about it. Or I could just put it there and just leave it at 100% too, for that matter. It doesn't horribly matter. But that's there. So the last belt we should have ready to go as well. Back outside. That should come from here. You want to go to 20... The second line of 26, I think. I think that's correct. And that'll go... Wait, where the hell are you? Did I not mark this one? I did not. That'll go right here. Ah. Excellent. All the belts. And that'll go into this final line. We need to lay out yet. And this probably needs to get changed. Because I've changed the other one, so I'm probably going to change these ones too. 9 more of these. 12, 13, 14, 15, I think, of these. Delete this one. Leave up 1, 2, 3, 4. Delete this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Delete this one. And I should have 1, 2, 3, 4 left. Excellent. Power. Focusing. And this one, I know I need to connect all the power lines up yet. 4 right there. Actually, I should have probably done that because I'm probably going to fall. I don't know if I'm close enough to be still... I guess I am still close enough to pick up power. I could be getting it from above, too. Got 3 bars, so that's pretty good. Like a cell signal. Or as Calidor would call it, a mobile signal. Nah, autosave. Copper. We need a lot more wire and copper sheets made. Like, a lot more. So first thing we're going to do is go back to the starter part and ramp it up to the overclock 250%. And then we'll probably go out to the... That's not what I wanted you to do. Out here to the coastline of the Rocky Desert. And build out the rest of what's out there to up to 250%. 250% of mining speed, that is. Okay. That should be power. Now we can get our copier thingy. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Control click. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Well, steamed copper sheets only helps you when you need copper sheets, not wire. I need both. So we're going to do both. I need to figure out how much of each, but I'm going to wait until after I clock up the build in the Northern Forest there that we did. We first started our mega basing process so many eons ago. In like January. Because I haven't overclocked those yet, because I was waiting until we had more dense power. Steamed copper wire. Well, there are alternate to the copper wire recipe. If you can afford the Caterium, the what's it called? The hybrid wire recipe is really good on your copper. There's also the iron wire. Since iron is quite proliferous around this map, you can make iron wire fairly cheaply. I don't think that's where I had these. Fairly cheaply. Oh, it is. Okay, good. Well, you're kind of that, too. I mean, your base covers more of the map than mine does. Now I'm out of plates. Well, I know I have plates accessible. We'll just poke through the glass here. There we go. And you've got your base tentacles stretched all around this whole map. Not quite that much, but you know what I mean. And this whole line's going to go to feeding the steel beams. I think the whole damn thing. Although I probably will siphon some of it off to make more pipe. Although I don't know how much more pipe I want to make because I'm not going to get that much more onto that train. Another 60, which is 3 pipe makers. So, is it worth it? Maybe. Upstairs. 3rd floor. I have 8 of them built, and I was just talking about building a 9th just to use the rest of that belt. Because kind of why not? At least we will definitely finish this up next time. We're basically there now, so definitely we're not going to get it finished tonight because I need to probably wrap up now-ish. But we can finish the steel up. What's this today? Saturday? On Tuesday? There are steel alternates. I mean, I'm using solid steel. There's compacted steel and coke steel. Are you talking specifically about the pipes and the beams? I mean, I don't know why you would need an alternate to those anyway. They're so ridiculously fast and cheap and easy that they're not really an alternate. Yeah, they're not really an alternate candidate. I mean, the point of doing an alternate recipe is to either use different ingredients, or really that's the point of it. Almost absolutely that's the point of it. To use different ingredients and different combinations to make something. I mean, I guess, you know, you could make the same, you could say that because, like, with iron plate, there's, what, 3 recipes for that? There's the coated with the plastic, and there's the one, isn't there one made from steel also? So I guess in that respect, yeah. Because iron plates are also very cheap and easy to make. The old-fashioned way. But that, you're throwing in an extra ingredient in a more expensive machine to run, power-wise. And the more expensive ingredient is more expensive. Or the additional ingredient is more expensive also. And you're gaining speed for all of that. I suppose you could do something with that, with the steel pipes, or the steel beams, to do the same kind of thing. But I think it's fine the way that it is. I think we get enough out of it the way they are that we don't really need the alternates. And in my mind, you could get rid of about half of the alternate recipes straight up without a problem. I think there's a good chunk of a good percentage of them that you know, no one probably ever uses. An alternate for those that didn't involve coal. I don't think you'd ever see that. In real life, you have to use coal to make steel. You need carbon of some kind. So the only other thing you could do is use like petroleum coke instead, but we have a recipe for that for the ingots. So that's your alternative, really. Oh, right, because that's there. I was like, why is that so slow and that one so fast? All right, well, we're going to wrap up here, I think. This was a very productive stream. We are almost done with this project, and then in the next stream, we'll definitely finish it up fairly quickly, and we'll jump back into, or jump into the copper expansion then. Well, but we have, I mean, now you're talking about, with polypipe, you're talking about, like, the water pipes. These are more, like, used for construction of machinery, as opposed to pipe that's used for conveying fluids. So what you're talking about there is like the Mark II pipes that are plastic and yeah, plastic and copper sheets. So yeah, hey, let's raid Ontario Gardner. He's playing Plate Up, and we'll see what he's up to in Plate Up. Looks like, can I tell what he's cooking? He's cooking breakfast? Yeah, I think it's breakfast. So stick around for the raid. Say hello to Ontario Gardner. And we'll see you all tomorrow for, I think, Raft. I'm pretty sure Raft, that is. And thanks again for all the chats and the redeems. Thanks again, Babs and Baggins, for the follow. And we'll see you all tomorrow night for Raft or something else if something comes up with that. And then again, I think we'll probably be invading Jeff's stream on Monday for more Plate Up, and then I'll be back on Tuesday with more Satisfactory. So thank you all for coming, and stick around for the raid. Say hello to Ontario Gardner, and we'll see you all then. Bye for now.